All right. So, I'm going to talk about BAND-MAID. BAND-MAID's new music video, Unleash. Now, I've already played the song, already did a reaction to it. So I'm not going to do that here. If you haven't heard it, definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. I'll play a little bit. I'll play it after I give my thoughts on it, okay? All right? Just what I'm going to say is going to foreshadow it and kind of give you an idea of what to see in case there's things you miss, which there might be things you missed. Okay? I like to consider myself a big BAND-MAID fan. I don't have like their merch or anything. I've Love Bites merch behind me. Well, actually, it's hanging up over there. But I've been a fan. I've been a fan for many years. And I found Unleashed to be a really good song. I found it to be a really good song and an incredible music video. I love the anime style to it. Okay. It is a slick-looking anime music video. Okay. It really is. With smooth animation, smooth as butter. Better animated than some of the anime you know about, I know about, okay? Which is kind of surprising because the animation in the video is from a studio that's fairly new, from what I understand. A studio called Studio 8 Colors. And this studio has been around for, I think, about a year now. And they've worked on, they did finishing animation. I wrote this title down. They did finishing animation and in-between animation for an anime title. I've never seen this. Shinkansen Hinkai Robo Shinkalian Z. Is that right? Did I pronounce it right? Now, the reason I'm talking about this is because I went over to the BAND-MAID subreddit, which is probably a mistake. And I read somewhere on that Reddit that the song is just not very good. That the song is not a BAND-MAID song. In fact, it doesn't really push the band in any direction. It's just average. It's just average, guys. That's what I got. That's what I read. Which, everyone's cool with. I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Not everyone's cool. Not everyone's cool. Okay, I'll take that back. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Sure, fine. Meaning that you can express your opinion just fine. I will express mine, and if we disagree, we disagree, and that's it. That's fine. Okay. There's people who support this channel, support the Rant and Shield channel on YouTube that may not like BAND-MAID at all anyway. But I do, which is why I do reaction videos on them and talk about them, and I like their stuff. But I also do reactions. I do reactions to bands I enjoy. Most definitely like Love Bites, Baby Metal, Gotrek Spin. And of course, there's bands that, which all these bands I didn't know of, and then eventually I liked them, right? That's how it works. If I don't like the band, I'm not going to continue to react to it. Anyway. But the reason I will allow me to explain why I think that opinion is just wrong. to be nice about it. Wrong. I mean, they say that the song Unleash doesn't move the band forward and that it sounds generic. However, what I hear is something that immediately grabs the listener with perfectly fine ensemble of hard guitar, thunderous drums, loud bass, and Siaki's sweet, sweet voice. Musically, the song reminds me of various elements of other BAND-MAID songs, which which is convenient, and I think is on purpose. I think it's constructed that way. I think it's by design, because the music video is essentially pulling the girls from various different BAND-MAID music videos. So if you, when you listen to the song, when I play it, if you're like, oh man, that sounds like this song, that sounds like that song, it's kind of like a mishmash of all of them. Yeah, that's intended. That's absolutely intended. And this whole thing about not pushing the band further in a certain direction, what particular direction? I mean, they're BAND-MAID. Like they play BAND-MAID songs, and their songs are good. They're fun. They're like, but we could look at every album and be like, okay, this album is softer, this album's harder, this album's they're going in a manic direction. It's good, but you know, the songs have a little bit more manic in their design. I think you know what I'm talking about. But like, what direction? Like more like progressive metal? They're not even a metal band. Why that word come out of my mouth? Progressive hard rock? Well, not everything has to be progressive hard rock. Besides, you could have it be low-key progressive, or not. Just have some freaking tight riffs, man. Have some tight riffs with a nice hook. With a freaking killer drum beat that shifts it up, changes it up to make it entertaining, to make it much more enjoyable. This song, Unleash, it has that gritty, dirty fuzz sound of Thrill, which is where I think where Miku, where she's pulled from in this music video. And if you watch the music video she's obviously in the anime part, is the Thrill music video, which is one of my favorite songs. A traveling, yet sharp riff, like in Dice. Okay? There's elements of Dice in here, in Unleash. Dice and Domination. And in this song, Unleash, it even has a breakdown moment, a little nice, not really a bridge. It's I guess you could say a breakdown. It kind of reminds me of a Blooming or Alone. Those songs. It is a BAND-MAID song with a BAND-MAID sound. Now, some people have said this music video is like BAND-MAID Sailor Moon. I would have to agree. BAND-MAID Sailor Moon. That is it. That is it right there. A few things you probably missed, because if I didn't convince you of that about Unleashed, then I guess it is what it is. And maybe someone else could sell it better. And you know what? That could actually be a debate that I'd be willing to go into on the YouTube channel, on Rant and Chill. On that channel on Fridays, whenever I can. I like to host debates on, the things that really matter. Like, is this song really a BAND-MAID song? That would be a good debate. If you've been following me for a while, you know that there's a part of me that likes to be kind of a contrarian at times and turn things into a contest. There's that. Anyway, a few things you probably missed in the music video. Misa and her flask. She likes to drink, which I don't blame her. I'd be there with her if I could. All right. Let's see. The drummer eats a banana. Let's see. The band gets really bummed out when they go from their anime form to their human form. It's like they lost their color. They lost the they lost the slick style of how they looked. Like this makes so much sense now of why they're doing this. What Unleash is about when you watch the music video. Oh man, I got it. When BAND-MAID is taking the world by storm. Okay, you really can't deny that. I mean, they're known really well. Okay, they're well known, and they have a good sound. They have a great sound, great energy, and they could dominate. And in fact, they can dominate as long as they tour. But they couldn't. They couldn't because they were locked down. They and other bands, they were locked down, right? Because of COVID. They were locked down. But in that moment, before that, it was like they were like an anime. They were like these forces that combined, and they pulled their strength in. They pulled their strength together, and they were an unstoppable force for world domination. And they were going to get it. But then COVID happens, locks them down. They get locked down like everyone else. And they're bummed back down to reality. And it sucks. So what do they have to do? They have to get together again and face off against the darkness. The darkness, the shroud that you're going to see in this music video. I think that's COVID. That might represent COVID, or maybe it represents the feelings of doubt. But I think it's COVID. Or maybe it's literal darkness. Maybe it's a literal darkness that's crept up on our lives ever since the lockdowns, right? You know what I'm talking about. You probably feel it. You know people who feel it. You know? Things seem darker now. Right? It's hard to be optimistic about things when it just sucks. Life seems to have kind of lost its luster in some ways, lost its color, right? Well, they had to fight against that. Okay. That might be a little out there. Let me know what you thought about this, especially for those listening to afterwards.